not getting healthy. And if they're healthy, like you said, I like their chances against anyone. You and I both have them winning the West. But it's just you can't look at who do we match up with because it's too tight.
And
you
there's
just
no way to
get
determine who you would play.
It's too tight.
In a weird way, there's a scenario where depending on how the bracket falls, where you would prefer to be the 6 than to be the 5, depending on, you know what I mean?
You would avoid OKC.
Well, who knows?
And I'll tell you what, I think they're the most dangerous threat to OKC in the West.
Yeah,
I just think their experience against OKC's youth, I don't think that's a good matchup for OKC.
One other thing, because we're going to get to OKC in just a second. So Jackson Hayes came back and instantly, he has, 10 points minutes into the game.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the Lakers past this year, if I am a young, maybe underachieving, but talented, haven't been paid yet, made big money, big man, that's the guy I want to play with. Because, listen, I think Derek Lively's a good player, but Derek Lively looked like an awesome player as a rookie. With
Daniel Gafford.
Daniel Gafford.
How good? Who was thinking about him in Washington?
Correct. And now Jackson Hayes. Yep.
I liked Hayes when they picked him up. Yep. I expected more from him.
But that's my point. Like, he was a lottery pick who had been underachieving. Like you saw, he's this sick athlete. But if it's just catching lobs from Luka, you're going to have good numbers. You're going to be yes. All right, let's go to OKC real quick. We're ending with Thunder and Bucks. OKC, 121-105 win. Another 31 from, at this point, I think it's almost inevitable MVP, given what's happened to Denver over the weekend. SGA. Thunder are now, this is unbelievable, bro. They're 13 up on the 2 seed with 14 to play. So they could lock up the 1 seed, this week. Yeah. Brew, you've been skeptical of the Thunder due to your just general mistrust of young people, is what I would put it. Are you
Dusty the graphic?
No, are you starting to believe?
Well, let me. I really like OKC. Yes. I really respect them. I think they're playing great basketball, and they're a great team. Offensively, they're one of the best in the league. Defensively, they're one of the best in the league. They're deep. They do it all. And I'm going to say this. He's doing the 33 points or 32, 33 points a game, the assists, the rebounds, the defense, and, I like this, he's doing it in the mid-range. And so he's playing a lot like Jordan without all the high-flying dunks and stuff. But people, if you just watch him, he's playing like that. And I've even compared him, the way he's bringing Jalen Williams along, it's kind of like Jordan did with Scott.
Can I give you a comp that maybe won't make people's eyes pop out like Jordan? If he were a little more high-flying, he plays a lot like young Dwayne Wade, who, by the way, won a championship. D. Wade was not a big three-point shooter. He was in the mid-range. Great defense.
He's a better shooter
He's
than
a better,
D. Wade,
but you understand what I mean? Like the young player won a championship, great defensively. It is hard to find a comp for him because historically, most of the best 2 guards ever have been just better raw athletes than him. Even Harden, who does a lot of the foul stuff that SGA's gotten great at, Harden, up until really he went to the Nets, was more of a threat to dunk on you, even in Houston, than SGA.
And he can, it's just not.
No, and I'm not knocking him for it. It's just as far as the comp.
But here's where I do like the comparison to Wade is he's got the ball in his hands. He's essentially playing point, which Wade